They call it the Devil's Bible, a book so massive, it would take an ordinary man years to write. Yet legend says it was completed in just one night, by a monk, and something not of this world. Inside its pages lie strange symbols, forbidden prayers, and a haunting portrait, the devil himself, staring through time. This isn't just a story of ink and parchment, it's the story of a man's soul, and the deal that cursed his name forever. The year was 1229. Deep within the monastery of Podlages, a monk faced his final night. Condemned for breaking his vows, he was sentenced to be walled alive. But instead of surrendering to death, he begged for mercy. "Let me write a book," he pleaded. "A book that will glorify our order. A book that holds all human knowledge." The abbot laughed at such madness, but the monk promised he would finish it in one single night. As the monastery fell silent, the monk began. Ink and parchment lay before him. But as the hours passed, despair set in. It was impossible. No man could complete such a work before dawn. In his desperation, the monk whispered a forbidden prayer, not to God, but to the fallen one. The air grew still. The candles flickered, and in that moment, the legend says, he made a pact with the devil himself. What happened next defies belief. The monk wrote, faster than humanly possible. Page after page, words poured out like fire, ancient texts, sacred chants, even scientific diagrams, everything known to man at that time. When dawn finally broke, the book was done, nearly 600 pages of perfect calligraphy. Not a single error. The ink never faded. The letters never smeared. It was as if something otherworldly had guided his hand. But one page was unlike the rest. It showed the devil, large, menacing, his tongue forked, claws outstretched. The monk said the image appeared by itself, that he never drew it. Some say it was his signature, a mark of the deal he had made. Others claim it was the devil's reminder that every bargain comes with a price. Scholars who've studied the Codex Gigas, the real Devil's Bible, agree it's humanly impossible for one person to have written it alone. The book is over 36 inches tall, weighs 75 kilograms, and contains both the Old and New Testaments, medical texts, exorcism rituals, and even a complete encyclopedia. The handwriting, perfectly uniform, as if written by a machine or something immortal. And there's no record of fatigue, no corrections, no mistakes across hundreds of pages. After the book was finished, the monk was never seen again. Some say he vanished into the forest. Others say he was taken, claimed by the very being who helped him. The monastery burned years later. Yet the codex survived every fire, every war, untouched. Monks who guarded it reported strange whispers in the night, pages turning by themselves, and the scent of burning ink. 600 years later, the ink still shines, the handwriting perfect, and the legend alive. They say if you stare long enough at the devil's portrait, the eyes blink back, and somewhere, in the dark corners of history, the monk still writes, page after page, for eternity. If you believe some books are just paper and ink, think again. This is the Sepulcher Echoes, where history whispers from the shadows. Subscribe for more stories the light tried to erase, because some pages were never meant to be read.